What is up, guys? In today's video, we have an Inside the Mind style video. I'm going to walk you through my thoughts and decisions as I play in Fortnite Zero Build. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and comment down below what you think of these Storm Beast pom-poms. I think this is the most kind of like hot topic issue in the game right now. I am not a fan, but they irritate me less than some of the other mobility items we've had. Like, I would rather fight someone using the Storm Beast than someone spamming the Typhoon Blade. The way the swipe attack was on the Typhoon Blade, I was not a fan of. This season has a lot of mobility, so I think it's very easy to like reposition and just kite back versus the Storm Beast, and the range on its attacks are not that great. And not as forgiving as something like the Typhoon Blade. It does have a lot of health, but the fact that you can just constantly reposition, I feel like makes it not as big of a deal once you're decently into the game. If I have to deal with it off spawn, it's rough. I don't want to fight it off spawn, but there's a lot of things that are... You could just die too early game, like somebody landing on the shotgun and your drop being slightly worse than theirs. I'm probably dead because there appears to be no gun here. Okay. There's the shooting range over here. I don't like going for that right away. Supernova Academy is not a POI I enjoy at all. Like, as far as fighting goes, I don't really care for this area. But it is very good in the sense that there's those extra rooms down there, each of which you can open depending on your hero rank, which have hero crates. And the hero crates, I think, are very important. They've been good all season, but with the most recent update, they made it to where the A and the S tier crates have a chance to give you the mythic base boost gloves. And I really want to have those mythic base boost gloves. Having that additional charge, it has 4 charges instead of 3. Having that additional charge gives you so many more options in a fight, whether it comes like chasing somebody, running away from somebody, repositioning, dealing with third parties. That extra charge is essential and makes it even easier to deal with the Storm Beast. So I want to get A tier and I want to get those mythic gloves as fast as possible. Those extra rooms make that a little more possible, and also there's typically a good amount of players that land here, and so you can rank up rather quickly. And then also like, there's this room you can do for extra hero points. There's sprite shrines around the area. Like, I think you can get to level it up pretty quickly here. I'm gonna run with my bubbles out because I don't know what happened to the player that was here that landed on that pump. The fact that they didn't just like chase and kill me. This guy's a Storm Beast. He's fighting somebody else though, so the Storm Beast is... Okay. I was gonna say it's weak. I think the human killed the Storm Beast. But the way the Storm Beast works is that its durability and its HP are one and the same. And so if you're fighting a full health Storm Beast, like someone who just used it, they're gonna have 600 health, which is a lot, but it sounds like a lot more than it actually plays, I would say. Just because of like the Spire AR, like, it's just insane. And with the base boost gloves, you can just reposition. Even right there, the person that didn't have it won that fight early game. But anyways, that's what I was going to say. It's like HP is its total durability. And so if you come upon somebody who has been using it several times throughout the course of the game, they're probably going to be somewhat weak. Like, they shouldn't have full 600 HP Storm Beast if they've gotten several kills with it. And that's kind of why it annoys me less than some of the other mobility items, or melee items, sorry. Is that if someone's like hard relying on it, it's really not going to be that effective for them. Whereas the Typhoon Blade, it had durability, but the durability I don't think was like... It wasn't fragile enough to really matter. And with it being such a popular item in the loot pool, you could often just get refreshes off like anybody you killed. I should have taken the other sprite. Unfortunately, I got no cars. It's an S tier crate. But I should have picked the sprite back up so I could do it here. And I'm pretty sure I would have A rank. There's a sprite over there. I'm sad about this though. I should have taken the Storm Beast pom-poms if they were there, just to use this mobility. And I've also had a lot of people telling me that, like, the Storm Beast is so much more tilting in team game modes because you can have some people shoot and some people Storm Beast. That is true, but I think also like the fact that that splits up people's like damage is something that can kind of grief them. Like I think I'd want to just like reposition and somewhat ignore the Storm Beasts and then kill the regular players while they have less firepower on their team. And as I said, it has 600 health. That doesn't change based on the game mode. And so dealing 600 damage with 4 people is, you know, significantly easier than 1. Like it should be like hardest to deal with in solos. Nice, I got the mythic gloves and we got relatively decent timing on this. Not the greatest, but I want to be done with what I'm doing here by the time second zone. That way I can get to island. And the core medallion I think is very good. This is going to launch me to brutal. I think the core medallion is very good, and I would like to have that. There was a bug with it that some people didn't like using it because of the bug. It made it to where your sprint didn't regen if you were jumping, but that bug has been fixed. And so now there's no downside to using the core medallion, aside from putting yourself on the map. And so if you hated that bug and you weren't taking the medallion because of it, like, that's gone. You could just take it now. Having that invisible sprint, I think, is really good in like so many different encounters. But it's also very good whenever you're trying to like reposition and run away, because you can like sprint jump into your base boost and then be harder to track. And then even just that like extra sprint jump, I think, can be helpful at dealing with the Storm Beast. The other medallion is on their way here. I might play to kill this and then get island afterwards, because it'll be easier to kill him when we're on the ground. Rather than on island when everyone can just fly away, you know? He's in a car. I don't like what I was worried about is he just gets in a car and drives to island anyway. There were like footsteps going to that mountain on my side that I'm kind of worried about. Wish I had dashes right now. Stop me if you can. I did, bro. Somebody else is going to be on island, but I got the mythic arrow now, and we have this medallion, which is going to make me reload faster and regen my shield up to 50. That shield regen is actually very nice with how much mobility we have. Like 50 on medallion isn't like the best shield regen medallion we've had, but with this amount of mobility, I think it's... I'm surprised with how fast it heals. I do not enjoy fighting on this island though. The flying medallion, or the flying islands, I feel like I've always just been so whack to fight on. That's why I was like trying to kill the other medallion player before they got up here. Ideally, I was hoping I could kill him quick, get his medallion, and then come to island and get this medallion, and then just like leave. This player just launched themselves off island. He got back. I was hoping if he wasn't on scan there that we could just go kill the boss. He's here. This AR is going to make it easier to shoot people out of the sky though. The mythic AR has increased fire rate, in addition to having increased damage and a slightly larger mag. If he goes too far here, he can just die to me. I'll just kill him. I wasn't fast enough to kill him as he's like flying. Thing. Oh, he messed up. Doesn't matter though. But this is why I was saying I don't enjoy this island. It's just this. Anytime you give Fortnite players like awkward areas to fight in with just constant resets, they love it. gonna say, I think the person I had weak landed up here. The core AI is trolling me. He's like perma running from me. There's a storm beast up here. Look at how easy that was to deal with. I don't have the most AR ammo. Okay, nice. I was gonna say, I want this fight to end quickly. I need to reload. Anyways, look at how easy that fight was with the Storm Beast. And I don't know if they were full HP, but they weren't just like, you know, the weakest of all time. It's just this AR shreds. Alright, I would like to look at this loot and then see if there was a better shotgun. There is Outlaws, but I would prefer not to run that. The Outlaw is a lot better this season and it got buffed, but I still prefer the Sentinel Pump. I feel like with the Storm Beast in the game, I kind of prefer the Sentinel Pump more just because you can kind of run through ammo dealing with that thing. And I don't prefer to use my shotgun on it, but like it happens sometimes, you know? But we finally got the medallion. That might have been the most like inconvenient time I've had fighting core this season. Now we can, I guess, just go towards the gas station over here because there's an S tier crate which I can maybe use to get refresh base boost gloves. I just heard someone zip. Okay. This is 100 damage. I'm gonna just push this guy and deal with him. GG's. I was gonna say we can use that to get maybe a refresh on my mythic gloves. I actually got a refresh on the island. But also they have they give you golden loot, golden guns from the S tier crates, and my pump rarity is lacking. If I could get a golden pump, that would be very nice. There's a storm beast we can fight. I want to fight them as much as possible just for the sake of the video. Oh, he got broken already. Or he untransformed. That's a terrible play. Every time you untransform, I think it uses like 25% of the Storm Beast durability. I once again wish I had dashes, but I haven't gotten any this game. The other thing over here is an AI. Can I go to my S tier crate, guys? Also, the hip fire, I guess we'll take this. I like having both the grappler and the scanner. I feel like everybody on Earth enjoys the grappler more than me. Like, it's good, I enjoy it, but I also really enjoy having the scanner. Okay, nice, we get a gold pump. I don't even know what I was about to say. Oh yeah, the hip fire on the Spire, I think, is quite good. And so, like, shooting the Spire when you're pushing people with the base boost gloves is nice. Like, just getting an additional 2 to 3 tags as you're traveling can be a huge difference maker, and you don't really have to worry about ammo spent because the gun has a 50 round mag. But I was gonna say that also is nice at dealing with the Storm Beast, because if you're in the air they can't hit you, and so just hip firing at them while you can. How much damage does this thing do? 41. Trying to do math now. They have about 600 HP, so would it be 15 shots ish? Like, obviously not everybody is gonna be full health, but still. It's not like that's a ridiculous amount. Hitting like 2 to 3 shots while you're in air as you run away from them and then land to hit more, like, all that adds up. I hope this person doesn't go on to island. I've already been fighting there for long enough this game. I'm gonna keep pressuring his car and then hopefully push him out. I think he might be fighting somebody else. This is where the scanner would be nice. I have no idea where they went. Getting shot from island. This fight sucks. Like, fights like that are such a trap because the likelihood of me killing him is like basically 0. The likelihood of him getting damage on me like also isn't very high, but if he gets damage, it's a bit easier for him to push me because he's coming off island. But also, while I'm fixated on this, we're just like very likely to get third partied. And I think just like engaging in these useless long range fights is something that griefs a lot of people. Let me see if that island player is gonna push me. This guy got out of the car. Invisible sprint jump with this medallion is so good. It was like a weird, awkward fight, but those are the times where it's best. Like, getting higher up than people predict and just being invisible, like, throws so many people off. That's a fight where it shouldn't as much, but, like, any sort of fight around cover, you can get so much value out of that. Oh, that's C? I thought it said A. That's tragic. Zone goes this way, so I guess I'm gonna go over here, but there's a car over here. Maybe there's enemies in it. I was gonna say, at this point, I'm just, like, looking for enemies. I'm gonna get in this car. Okay. Oh, shoot. Well, that was unfortunate. The fact that this other car was pulling up made me think that the car that I was about to get in was unoccupied. But I was gonna say, I want to just, like, push this car and then get in case he was sitting in the passenger seat, but also just in case he was, like, being weird on the terrain. Like, I could just take the car and then make it less random fight. We got like the weirdest timing of all time where there's like somebody pulling up on him as he's just like camping in the passenger seat of the car as I'm pushing it as well. I still think there's like 2 people up here and I don't really know what's going on. This is where the scanner is like so good. We got scanned, but I'm chilling. I'm basically just kind of like waiting and seeing if like they're gonna make a play right now. This guy's like very intent on base boosting me away. We can push now. He's gonna get in the car. We grief his car a bit. That's about what that amounts to. He's an AI, I think. Just fighting over there. Make sure everything's loaded. Still have 5 opponents. But I have so much mobility, I'm not really like worried about anything. Like I don't need to like worry about getting to zone because I can just push it later. It's an unfortunate time for the game to lag. I wanted to like push myself into that bush and then just like side click to clear it. If there's anybody camping in it. And then my game lags as I does that. Luckily there's nobody in there. Everybody's in cars this game. This guy should die here. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, like, blowing his car up when he's that close to me, like, he can't play the game after that. And there's still enough ammo for me to blow this car up, too. I don't think I'll get this kill, though. Yeah. We can third party this. I don't know how much... Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know how much ammo I have in my AR, but... Oh, I didn't think there was anybody close to me anymore. I thought that guy, like, cleaned up the fight right there. That other car blew up. The player ran towards this. I don't know if he like stayed here though. I got a different car. Bro, I'm playing wrecked. Everybody's in a car. We should be able to hold this guy. But I'm pretty sure there's somebody else over there. Standing on this side of the roof. All right, hold on. I was gonna say I'm standing on this side of the roof so that people in zone can't shoot at me. Like, I'm more exposed to the player I'm shooting standing here, but I'm fine with that because I already did so much damage to him that I know he's in like a terrible situation. But if I'm standing like on this side, then like anybody over there can beat me, and then they're holding me. One v 1v1 and they're fighting. I don't think I'm gonna get there in time to third party it. They're not actually fighting. He's just trying to grief car. A 9 grapple use. My gloves aren't the healthiest, but for this stage in the game, it should be. Might just back up. Uses a bubble. Not much can be done to him right now, but we at least may make him waste that and he doesn't have it later. I don't like how these bushes are in my face, bro. I'm trying to like stand there and then look at the other guy. Because that M&M that was like bubbling there, if he does anything, the other guy will shoot at him. And so I should be able to like get timing on this guy while he thinks that it's somewhat safe to fight. Like where I was standing, this guy could shoot me. He moved on since, but I thought if he peeked at all, then this guy would shoot at him. And then I could shoot at that guy shooting at him, and then this guy's left weak. He's just chilling in a car. I like... These players love their cars. That M&M could have like wrapped to the other side of zone, but it's fine. That's a good timing to get damage on this guy. Told you the hip fire on this was good. I took way more damage there than I ever should have. Just played that bad. Thought he's weaker than he was, and I think he just hit me really hard with the outlaw. But that's what I was talking about with this medallion earlier when I said it's like it heals me faster than I expect a lot of times. Drinking a big while gloving away, we got to 80 shield. Like it healed me 30 in the time it took me to drink a big pot. Like that is, I feel like faster than a lot of the other shield medallions we've had. GG's. I thought he was about to transform into the Storm Beast, and I was somewhat tempted to let it happen just to like talk more about that. But yeah, that is going to be it for this game. As always, if you guys did find this to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. Let me know what you guys think of the Storm Beast down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.